Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This is how I got 108 kills as Frozen Citron, which is the world record for this character for solo. So this character is really good. I run health upgrade, speed upgrade, and ice upgrade. I use mood shield, and I think the best thing about this character is to focus on one target at a time, because this is one of the best characters in the game for one-on-one combat. Really powerful. I think he is arguably the best counter in the game to tanks like superheroes and all-stars because he has a stun and he can freeze them. He does a lot of damage. He can also freeze people from range, which is nice, slows them down. He's not that bad from range. Again, he's a Citron, so he has perfect accuracy. But anyway, I'll go more into detail into some tips about how I got 108 kills with this character. I didn't switch teams at all either, so it was all Frozen Citron. I noticed, like, even for me when I first started playing this game, the Citrons were a class I really did not enjoy when I first started playing. And I could totally understand why a lot of people don't like playing as the Citrons because they are weird. First thing is, if you're not shooting someone, you should always be in your ball form. There's no reason not to be. Whenever you're not shooting, you could use the ball, you could go really quick. So it's definitely the best option. When you go in the ball, use the dash ability, the Citron ball dash, to go. You could jump out of it and go across the map really quickly. If you watch my character tech video, I went into a little bit more detail on some advanced movement options with the Citron. But Frozen Citron in particular, you really have to play him at a close range because otherwise he does as much damage as a wet paper towel. So he's not very powerful at range. But as you can see in the footage, I still am killing people from range. He's not bad from range. He has a good DPS and the freeze effect really does help him. So if there's like a enemy that has like lower health, or if there's one guy that you just want to slowly catch up to, you could use him from range. But I'd highly recommend playing, don't go in people's faces, but play at a safe distance. And you could really track people really well with this character because he does have perfect accuracy because he's a Citron, he has fastest projectile speed. Citrons are really accurate and have a really high DPS, so I definitely recommend doing that with any of the Citron, but Frozen Citron in particular is definitely not an exception to doing that. So as you can see here, I use the roll and I don't use the speed boost. I save the speed boost for whenever I'm actually down the hill, and I can use the speed boost because it lets you jump even higher and it's just better for mobility up close. But as you can see, I'm picking off people one by one, and the stun can be really useful too if there's a lot of people around you, because this character's group control isn't that good. You could use a stun to kind of stall someone when there's like a bunch of people trying to rush you at once. So I'd highly recommend doing that, and the stun has a huge blast radius, so definitely do that. But yeah, so for maps, I think Frozen Citron's best map, I don't think it's actually Great White North, the map that I'm on. I think it is actually Seeds of Time, because Seeds of Time works a lot better in the Citron's favor in my opinion, because I think all the area, it's not as elevated as Great White North, as well as it's a lot more close quartered, where the Citron thrives at. So I think Seeds of Time is by far the best map for any of the Citrons really. So if you're going for high kills as the Citron, I'd highly recommend playing on Seeds of Time opposed to Great White North. Great White North is not a bad map at all for Citrons though. But out of the two, I think Seeds of Time is the play. For character matchups with the Citrons, his worst matchup is definitely his soldiers, in my opinion. I think the soldiers do really well against the Citrons because they have high DPS not only up close but at long range. you're a big target, so you could get hit by ZPGs very easily. You get barrel stuff very easily. Soldiers are very accurate, really good. Same thing with engineers can also be a problem for Citrons, because if they get the stun on you, if you throw a stun to the side of the Citron when he has the shield up, it'll completely take away the Citron shield. So it's kind of a bad matchup. The other ones I think are kind of rough for Citron are sometimes imps can be rough, like a Z7 imp. Some of the better imps are rough, like Reg imp, Party imp, and ones with higher DPS, because they could just put you in a gravity grenade when you don't see it, and you can't do anything, and you're gonna die. But if you do see it coming, you can avoid it, and the imps really can get destroyed by the Citron, so that one's not as bad. But I do think that the soldiers and any stun zombie is pretty difficult to fight as a Citron, but the Citron does well against all-stars and superheroes for the most part, which is really, really nice. If you have a stun, you could freeze them. But yeah, I do think the Frozen Citron is weak against stuns, and then he can get outranged, DPS range, he get outranged, but he still puts up a really good fight. I think this character is really, really good. But yeah, those are mainly the tips about matchups. What's another thing I could talk about? The upgrades. I like using the speed upgrade because I just like moving faster. And people say speed upgrade isn't good because it's like a short amount, like stat increase. But think about every time you're taking a step, there's a stat increase. So it's a pretty big improvement over the default speed. Now for the ice upgrade, I think that's pretty self-explanatory why I use that. Lets you freeze people and disable abilities faster, which is just a lot better than not being able to do that, because that's this character's best gimmick by far. So definitely use the freeze upgrade. And then I like using health upgrade. I use health upgrade on almost all the characters in the game that I have an extra upgrade slot for, because health upgrade is really, really good. In this video even, you're going to notice there's a lot of scenarios where I am at less than 10 health, and the only reason I survive is because I had health upgrade. Especially on a close range character, the health upgrade can really get you a bunch of more kills. But if you want to, another not bad option I feel like would be the regeneration upgrade, because you could regenerate a lot faster and you have a lot of health. So that's pretty useful. So if you don't like the speed upgrade, you could run ice health regeneration. Not a bad option at all, but that's really up to you to decide. But I definitely recommend using the health upgrade and the ice upgrade regardless of your preferences, because that's really what helps me play really well with this character. Let's think of some other tips I could give you guys. Definitely track people throughout the air. Like if there's a soldier rocket leaping, don't be afraid to try to track them, even if you're not an experienced player, because this weapon, if you could learn how to use it, it's very easy to aim with. It just takes some getting used to. But it's pretty much a hit scan laser, so it's pretty easy to get to know to use. But yeah, that's really all the tips I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and you guys take care. Bye.